didn't even touch his jello.
And so for the Shitty X-Files podcast, recorded on 10/15. So when it was 10/13, how many times did you think about the X-Files that day?
Probably once or twice.
Once or twice?
Yeah.
As compared to a regular day?
A regular day?
Yeah, like...
Yeah, I could go all day, probably without thinking about it lately.
Yeah, like
Just
weeks,
sad.
probably, is it?
Yeah, no, not weeks.
It's fine.
Not weeks.
Really?
No, I think about it at least a couple times a week.
A couple times a week. You know, if I'm checking Twitter, then I'm definitely thinking of it every day. And if I'm scrolling Reddit...
stuff?
Yeah. So it'll intrude that
Reddit.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm not on any X-Files subs.
You're not?
Mm-mm.
I mean, there's no
What's a
great
good one?
ones.
There's none? Okay.
Not that I know of. Like, I think the classic one is just like our X-Files or something. And a few things pop into my front page here and there, but it's all dog shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I spent 10/13 like mad about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like bitter maybe? Or just mad?
Bitter? Maybe bitter. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe bitter.
What about 11/11? Because that's his wife's birthday.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't remember that.
Oh, really? Yeah, and that's also, he'd also have 11/11 in there sometimes on the clocks and shit.
Oh, shit. See, you got deeper than I did on that one.
Yeah. Stupid bullshit that sits in my brain for no reason.
Yeah. What else you got in there? Any numbers from that show? Anything, like Apartment 42?
Numbers? Oh, yeah, 42.
42, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing?
Yeah.
Like, did Chris Carter write that in on purpose?
Yeah, I think he did.
Okay.
I think that was a reference. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should have been reading that instead of spending all this time on the internet when I was like 16.
Yeah. Oh my god, do you know how much Snood I played back in the day?
Oh, Snood. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you have a favorite Halloween candy? Is Halloween big up there the way it is in the US?
What do you mean big? Like, what does that mean?
Is it like a thing?
Like, it's a thing.
Like, people like Halloween, like...
I don't know. I haven't been out on Halloween.
No.
Halloween's not big for me.
No, that's fair, but I feel like that's fair. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's not big up there.
Maybe. That's the thing, I don't know. How do we tell? What are the statistics we could compare? Like GDP spent in Canada on Halloween?
Yes, actually, that's probably pretty valid. The amount of money. It'd be like Halloween candy, costumes, etc. Because it's a pretty decent business up here. Like, there's like these seasonal Halloween stores that open up in vacant shops that sell pop-ups. Thank you, babe. That sell like costumes and shit.
So
and then they
2015, so 6 years ago.
Okay.
The average Canadian planned to spend $178 on Halloween.
I mean, that's pretty big.
So, I don't, like, that's a lot. But, like, whose data are they measuring there? All the white people, right? Like, I don't know.
Right, what's the same, what are they...
Like, what's the data source?
Where are they asking this? Yeah.
Like, my parents didn't have $178 to spend on Halloween. That wasn't happening.
No, I don't think my parents would have wanted to do that either.
But I knew what it was. I was supposed to have costumes. I was always sad because I had a shitty costume.
Yeah.
Oh.
Always put it off to like last minute when I was a kid. We'd go to Kmart at like, the day of, when there'd be like a sexy witch's costume and like, some other stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's not the same. Like I don't know. Some places like relegated to certain days up here. Like if it doesn't fall on like a weekend, they'll be like neighborhoods will be like, it's on Saturday, like beforehand or after or whatever. So.
Yeah, they don't do that here. Like Halloween is pretty much the day. Unless you're partying. If you're partying and you're at the bar, like the Friday before
totally
Halloween. is, the weekend before Halloween plus Halloween, I would say. So actually, that's a good segue. One of the questions I had written down is, what's the most Halloween X-Files episode that when you think of Halloween and X-Files, what goes hand in hand?
Did they have a Halloween episode?
I feel like the only one that was planned for Halloween was Postmodern Prometheus. The black and white one. Because it's a Frankenstein story.
No, yeah.
And I think that the year that they aired, they were advertising it as a Halloween one. So,
but never like it's never like super. None of them are super oriented around Halloween, like the way that like Christmas one is.
Yeah.
How they go still Christmas.
But in terms of like creepy episodes, like anything in season 1 and 2 has like a vibe. Like the music's creepy, everything's gray.
Yeah.
They're in the woods a lot, and there's like fog all the time.
You're right. Yeah, no, it's like there's a cast over like all of those episodes.
Yeah.
He moved to California.
Yeah.
It has like a yellow filter over it.
So I might do that, like just put in season 1 X-Files, like for the spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
See if that brings the vibe.
The one, I don't remember the title, but the one where there's like satanic sacrifices and shit. That girl is like vividly talking about giving birth and then like killing the baby or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's fucking graphic. It's crazy. Like, I can't believe it was on early 90s primetime TV.
Yeah. Home?
Yeah, that's pretty fucked
Home,
up.
that one?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
Yeah. That one, like, not many shows deal with incest. Like, it's not really a thing that people are really pulling on, right? So it's really interesting that that's one of the famous things about X-Files, is that it was taken off the air, that episode, after it aired. It was never shown in syndication.
Are you sure? Really?
I think eventually they lifted that, but...
Okay, but it was probably banned for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I feel like that one's a little excessive. Like, what's the word? Exploitative? Is that what I'm looking for? I don't know.
Interesting.
Something like that. Like, did it just for the fact that people were talking about it for a while? You know what I mean? Because it's taboo.
Who wrote that one? Do you know?
Good question. Yeah, look that one up. I'm not sure.
Season 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess like Frank Spotnitz. I bet it's like 2 people. No, I really don't know.
I don't, why, like, my Wikipedia just doesn't work.
I'm gonna do a phone search.
Yep.
Directed. Okay, but who wrote it? Oh, interesting. It aired on 10/11.
Okay.
Which is Jason's birthday.
Interesting.
Oh, it was written by Glenn Morgan and James Wong. I forgot about them.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense because James Wong was involved in American Horror Story.
How much American Horror Story did you watch?
The first, 4 or 5 seasons. I quit watching in the middle of one season. I can't remember which one it was. First season's really solid. Did you watch any?
I watched probably 3 seasons of it. I really liked it.
Yeah, no, I did too. And then it just kind of I stopped caring, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted someone to watch it with. Like, I
Oh
didn't want to watch it
yeah,
alone, and Keith was like, I'm kind of done with it. Like, it doesn't really float my boat.
that's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last one I watched was like the Carnival one or something. Or no, Hotel. Hotel was the last full one that I watched. It
Okay.
was like season 4.
I didn't watch that one. I think I was done at The Witches, and I liked them all. Stranger Things,
That's
too.
good.
Did you watch Stranger Things?
I watched the first 2 seasons,
Okay.
and this I felt like the second season had such a it had a pretty sharp drop off for me as far as interest in everything went. So I did pick back up.
So I never
Are they all
watched it.
4?
I
Really?
I only saw season 1 and I loved it. And
Mm.
then I thought I'd like to watch season 2. Keith wasn't interested, and I was like, you know what? Season 1 was good enough to like stand on its own. It doesn't need
Leave
more.
it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not worth watching, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would have
Same
chosen,
here.
like anytime I
Yeah.
needed to remember 4 digits. So I just
Oh, yeah.
wrote the thing I had written down before we started talking was Chris Carter, you evil genius. Like he really did plant himself in my mind.
So narcissistic.
It is. It really is. And so I'm mad at him for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I needed him to write me a better female character. Like, I'm not saying that she isn't amazing, because she
Mm-hmm.
is. She is incredible. And she is chasing someone who needed to learn better boundaries and,
Mm-hmm.
like, not put her in danger all the time. And, like, I don't know. I needed something different than that. He didn't have any women writing her.
No, there were no women writers.
I think she gets some input on some of them, but like Gillian Anderson.
Like, you can't blame her for not wanting to be involved in them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I love it, and I wanted better media at that age, I guess.
I don't know if I realized that I wanted that,
Yeah.
back then. But in retrospect, it's like, yeah, do better. Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, those long silences again, just where I'm like reading
No, I
other
know.
people's like some people have written about this, so maybe I should go read them
Oh, I'm
before I
not
start
surprised.
spouting off my bullshit.
Written about her involvement or
Or
what?
the lack of female writers and directors on X-Files.
And in Hollywood media in general. I mean, it's
Sure.
gotten slightly better,
Yeah.
but not really.
Yeah.
Could be.
There were other like X-Files questions I had for you, not related to Halloween, but I probably canceled on you 4 times before we actually sat down to do this.
Nah, I cancel too. It's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
some shit that I was thinking of was like food and the X-Files. Like if we ever do what rewatch, we could theme them around like find the episodes where they're eating or something like that.
I am like all I can think of is pizza
What do you
from
mean?
Bad Blood,
From Bad Blood. Okay.
or like potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm remembering that episode from a recent season. I think it was season 10,
Mm.
where they're eating in a sushi restaurant.
Yes, yes. Wasn't it?
Was that 11? It could have been 11.
11. It was the more recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whether or not people even want to think that those seasons exist for them is
Yeah.
very okay. Like I'm fine with
No,
people are
that's
like, that's
fair.
not even
That's
X-Files. I'd
valid.
be like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it though.
No.
No.
That's
It
good.
satisfied a part of me. Yeah. I didn't invest too much into it.
Yeah.
That the movie from '08 just kind of dragged me down so much that the bar was pretty low. So
Like that's where you jumped the shark, right? You were Like, you were even a fan of 8 and 9, right? Because you were watching 8 and 9 with me when we were, like, children.
9? No. 9 is a garbage pit.
Wait.
Yeah.
You were still online, though.
No. Absolutely. Of course.
But you just weren't
But,
watching
like,
anymore.
in retrospect, it's
Yeah, sure.
terrible. Even season 8 is, like, significantly better with, like, everything, in my opinion. The acting and the storylines and everything.
Yeah. I haven't watched 9 in a long time.
Me neither. I don't know how much I rewatched those, honestly.
But I want to do that at some point.
Same. I have the Blu-rays. Just
right?
do it.
So we just have to, like, I think we have to find a fun way to do it where we don't give up. Like, it has to be short attention span. Like,
right. Well, and I was thinking even if I just throw it on in the background while I'm working,
Yeah. But, like, I don't think I could say we're gonna watch, like, do a rewatch of all 200 plus episodes. Like, I don't think I can finish that many.
I don't want to do that. That's too much.
So
I don't want to.
I think we have to, like, pick and
boring
choose.
episodes.
Pick and choose what appeals to us. And, like, the early ones, probably, like, 3 episodes. Like, we have to find, like, a 3 episode, something we can stick with.
Selective. Yeah.
Even if it's just, like, you pick your top 3, I pick my top 3. We ask the other person to watch our top 3s, and then we talk about it or something. We did our Thanksgiving. Yeah, about this time.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make.
Are you
gonna
make cook?
Anything? Oh yeah, I've been cooking the last couple of years.
Yeah, nice. Do your parents will come?
No, they don't usually come up. It's usually just me and Jeremiah.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah,
because I just cook what we want, and there's no like pressure, to clean up and hide the bomb or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made ham the last couple of years. I don't know if I'm gonna do ham again. I'm not a big turkey fan.
No.
I think it's a lot of work for something that I don't really like that much.
Fair enough.
So if I'm going to make something for 2 people, I'm not going to make it turkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I love a good turkey dinner.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, done right, like a good turkey leg, you white meat, dark meat person.
Nice. And gravy, cranberry, mashed potatoes.
You like cranberries?
I do, yeah.
Not the band, but like cranberry songs.
I don't think I could name a cranberry song.
Zombie.
Nice.
Something else.
Nice.
Yeah. I've never been into the cranberries. You like put it on your turkey, right? That's what my dad does. Yeah, you kind of
just it hangs out all over the plate.
White people.
Sure, yeah. Do you like the jelly can?
No.
Cranberry? Okay, you like the fancy stuff. Yeah. That stuff's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do with it.
That's fair.
I've never had it involved in my turkey life.
Yeah.
So.
Fair enough. Did they ever have turkey dinner on X-Files?
Did they ever? I feel
like Gillian Anderson, or Scully goes home for Christmas a few years.
I feel like I can picture a ham or a turkey on the table.
And she's sitting around a big family table.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like they never really represented food or eating that often. No. Unless it was like a grotesque way. You ever seen Seven?
Fuck, dude. Seven, I didn't see until I was 27, and that wasn't old enough.
Yeah. I think I was already desensitized a little bit.
What were you?
But that was still kind of fucked up.
Yeah. That one and Zodiac. I saw them.
Never saw that.
No, fuck, dude.
Yeah. You seen Zodiac? Yeah. David Fincher.
Love Fincher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, so these are both movies that Keith had me watch when we first got together.
Right. Yeah.
So,
What
like,
is about guys forcing you to watch movies?
horrifying movies too.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't watched like a scary thing in forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Like, I used to be religious on The Walking Dead.
Ugh, garbage.
Yeah, now probably, right? I
I
loved
got like
season 1.
5. No, yeah, that first. Honestly, I liked season 2 too, but like, yeah, it kind of. It got to be the same thing over and over.
Yeah,
People went in on that show for like 10 years, though.
yeah.
Walking Dead.
Yes, people love that fucking
It's
show.
still on, isn't it?
Oh, God, I think so. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But it has a spin-off, so it'll never die.
No.
Yeah. Do you think that The Walking Dead could have been a show in the way that it was? If, like, do you think X-Files set any kind of precedent for that sort of thing? Like,
For
I don't know, the horror and the...
for that
I know.
genre, maybe. I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, how much do you think it influenced modern day TV?
I'm the narrative that I'm told is that there wasn't that sort of budget for television beforehand.
Right?
And I remember big conversations around the episode Tempus Fugit and Max.
Yeah.
And they had crashed a plane in the episode. And
Yeah.
they had to, or they didn't have to, they chose to spend the money on getting real pieces of an airplane and putting them on a big field and doing a big set like that.
Right, I remember. Yeah,
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And so my understanding is that that was really influential for television budgets.
No, that's totally... Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
So maybe from that perspective, like a lot of money is spent on Walking Dead. Holy, all the makeup those people have to do, like the makeup artists are going to be, like that expense on, an income statement is going to be enormous.
Yeah.
Like, how much does it cost to make an episode of Walking Dead?
One episode, I'd say like 20 million? 10 million? I don't know. What do you think?
3.4 million per episode.
Way less than I thought.
That's Walking Dead. So
they probably reached like the million mark at some point, and that was probably pretty extreme.
So just really quick, IMDb, 1.5 million per episode was spent on seasons 1 through 5 of X-Files.
That's crazy.
So, season 1 is what, 1993? $1.5 million. 1.5 million. $1993.
Maybe at least $5 million by now, right?
So 1.8 million today is equivalent to 1 million. So I think
Really?
you've hit on something there. Yeah.
Inflation isn't. But yeah, I don't think, because I think TV was always kind of like the lesser of like genres as far as movies and TV go. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Movie actors were on a higher level of respectability than TV actors.
Yeah.
But now TV's like the place to be.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Unless you're a YouTube star.
That's a totally different thing, though. I feel like. I don't know. That's like its own world almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm definitely not tuned into that as much as I used to be.
The YouTube world?
I watch a little bit here and there, but I'm just in my own little channels. Like, I don't reach out or...
Yeah. You don't have any community on YouTube?
No, no,
Maybe through the
no, it's
shitty X-Files.
garbage.
Maybe the shitty X-Files podcast will bring that to you.
That would be cool. Yeah. um, no. YouTube comments, I mean, they've gotten better over the years, but they're usually just garbage. I don't even bother reading that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get mad.
Do you think if you were 16, if X-Files was X-Files and we were 16 like we were 16, but it was 2021, that you'd be watching a bunch of X-Files videos, fan videos that people made, and
Like
writing
TikToks?
comments? Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
the generation that watches TikToks on YouTube or something. Like,
Yeah, I see
'cause
them
I'm
when I
just like,
scroll Pinterest.
mm-hmm. Oh, you're using, okay, so what's it like being on Pinterest? Because as someone that doesn't use Pinterest, it just infuriates me
Yeah,
that
it's
Pinterest even
really
exists.
stupid. But like,
Yeah.
you know how when you're just mindlessly
Yeah.
dissociating into your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're not taking anything in. You're just
Yeah.
scrolling.
Oh, yeah, that was
Pinterest
Tumblr for
is
me.
for that. So
Okay.
it's like you're not using your brain.
I don't really have an app for that anymore.
Yeah.
I got rid of Instagram.
You got rid of Tumblr?
Yeah, Tumblr took a nosedive at some point, and it hasn't been the same since. I don't think there's too many people on it anymore, unfortunately. I never
So
got into
sometimes
Twitter either.
no.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just
Mm-mm.
like, so Pinterest, I'm doing the scroll.
Mm.
Tumblr, which is the worst. Like if I'm in Tumblr, I know I've got a
Oh,
problem.
yeah, it's a deep dive. Mm.
Yeah, and Twitter too. My Twitter feed depresses me now, and I need to like purge it, you know?
Yeah.
I need to clean it up for my 2021 self. Because I feel like
Yeah, it's almost 2022.
I think it reflects like my 2009 self. You know, when
I
I
feel
got it.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, unfollow some people.
Yeah, I
Mm.
should. Keep the X-Files people though.
Yeah. Just the basics. Yeah.
I did see one tweet that said, so one of the common things that this one Twitter account posts is photos from different episodes, and they're Mulder and Scully shipper based.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll say like times where they woke up next to each other or something, and then they'll post like the all things screenshot, the from the second movie, from like season 11 or 12. They're in bed together, sleeping beside each other or something, right? So it'll be just a collection of photos that are really shippy. And the caption of the one set was moments before Mulder pulverizes Scully's insides.
Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, like I know, like I've thought about them having sex many times. Hundreds, if not thousands of times, I've thought about those two characters fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Pulverizing her insides is not
That's,
really something that I ever imagine is occurring.
no. No. Ugh, no, that sounds like, it's so violent.
It does, isn't it?
Ugh,
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
I got
No.
uncomfortable on Twitter.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. But like it's fine. There's no report button for that. Like that's just par for the course.
No, yeah. Yeah, just suck it up, I guess.
Yeah.
On that note.
We made this.